Day 4 of our starter that we are making from scratch to be able to make our sourdough at home. And so we have to feed again today. I am actually going to switch to wholemeal flour. I have been using rye flour for this, but as you can see, mine's like quite kind of like thick. So I want to switch to the wholemeal to get that really good like consistency. Plus, wholemeal is also easier to find than rye flour. Even when I went back to the shops to get wholemeal today, I noticed there was no rye flour there. So wholemeal is going to be easier for me to keep going with. So I'm going to switch to the wholemeal flour. Using white, just continue with the white flour. You don't have to use wholemeal. You can even do half-half. You can do half wholemeal, half white as well. Any way you want to do it. There's all different ways of making sourdough and there's different ways of making starter. But as I said, we're on this journey together. I am not a sourdough expert. I am as we go as well. And I am getting a lot of tips from my uncle telling me like kind of his stuff that he's used, things that he's followed. And he sent me like a few different things of different ways that he's followed things as well along the way, because you learn so much as you go and you'll find you'll pick little things from different places because there are so many variables when it comes to sourdough and sourdough starter. Today, get rid of 150 grams, keep the rest, and then we're going to feed it with 100 grams of flour and 100 grams of water. Got a bowl of zeroed out because we're going to get rid of 150 grams and then I'm going to keep the rest of it. So you should have enough to get rid of 150 grams and still have some sourdough left. Like this is already like that's over 150 and I've still got sourdough left. I've just measured out 150 grams that I'm going to discard and then this is the remainder. But I'm actually switching my jar today because my jar is way too small for what we've got going on. You don't have to switch jars. I'm only doing this because my jar was too small. So we're doing 100 grams of flour. Now again, as I said, I'm switching to wholemeal. I always spill it everywhere, I swear. I am not one of those like super clean cooks. Like I clean as I go, but honestly, I can be a messy baker because I just drop stuff everywhere. So I've got 100 grams of the flour and now I've already measured out 100 mils of water and this is filtered. And now I'm gonna pop that in there and we're gonna mix it all together. So I've already got the leftover starter that we already have and then I'm mixing in my flour and my water and then I'm going to put the lid on the same as we have been. Just use my spatula to kind of go around the side to scrape down like the excess that is around the edges because it can get quite crusty. Just put the lid on like just loosely again. So the other thing you can do as well is you can actually get a like rubber band or you can just mark it if you don't have like a rubber band and put it around your jar where your sourdough is, like where your sourdough starter is, kind of like the line of where it's sitting at the moment. What happens is you're actually able to see once it's grown. Another little trick you can do as well is put the rubber band around the outside. Starter, and we're back for day 5 tomorrow, so follow along what we need to do tomorrow. And if you have any questions, let me know.